You are live. Hello.
Hello, everyone.
Hi. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Lewk Club Live at Elektra on Elektra's Facebook page. We appreciate you joining us. And we do this once a week. We've been doing this on Tuesdays to find ways to stay creative. So each week we choose a different theme, and we have been doing a look that revolves around that theme. And we hope you do it as well, either with us or throughout the week. Maybe you get inspired and you decide to use this as a prompt to get creative while you're at home. And our theme this week is Frozen. Danielle, are you going to sing the song?
Go ahead.
DJ in the back. Oh, sorry, he's not there. So we are doing Frozen. So we are doing icy whites. We're doing gray, silver, blue. We've created a custom creative capsule to turn ourselves into ice princesses and/or ice queens. I'm going with ice queen. Ice queen. That was me trying to say like yes queen, but an ice queen, and it did not work. Hi everyone, I'm Katie. Thanks for tuning in. And by the way, please say hey, let us know where you're watching from, and feel free at any point, ask a question, say hello, vent. We're here, it's Lewk Club. It's like book club, but you get cute instead of get smart. No, we're getting creative though, and that's a very important thing to keep while we are at home, to keep that inspiration, to keep ourselves creating. It's really good for our mental health and for the world, I'd say. Hey, Pepper Glitter Pants. Pepper Glitter Pants, that is not her real name, but I've read that she's changed it to that on Facebook for the month. Pepper, what's the status on Pepper Glitter Pants? Was that one of those, your first letter is this, your holiday name is this? And while Pepper is giving us her I'm sure riveting explanation, I'm going ahead and starting to tap out the products that we're using today. And I'm using white linen. That's Pepper Glitter Pants is her elf name. Got it. I want to know my elf name. Elphaba Frozen. I'm using white linen as power pigment. And these power pigments are great. You can use them dry as a highlighter. This is a great highlighter. We'll see that later. You can mix them with our liquid transformer, and turn them into a bold paint. And so that's probably what I'll be doing with Blue Bayou, is beautiful light blue. I think Pepper Glitter Pants has Blue Bayou. Gorgeous blue pigment. And a fantastic gray that we have is Spanish moss, and that'll go really good with the blue. I think I'm excited to see. I've never used these colors together, and Danielle has not either. So we're excited to kind of use this theme. And we're also going to be using, I'm going to use pure silver glitter to kind of bring in the silver on top of that gray. So I'm excited. So Pepper, I wish you had the thing that could tell Danielle and I our elf names. Danielle, those earrings, says Andrea. I was going to say the same thing.
Thank you. They are young hussy. She's an amazing fringe artist in New Orleans. As far as I know, though, she is not currently making earrings. She's doing really artsy, fun lampshades. So I'm very fortunate to have a couple of her pairs of earrings, and I absolutely love them. I wear them all the time.
Yes, it's very important, everyone. I've been wanting young hussy earrings for years, and I took too long to buy them and to pull the trigger, and she no longer makes them. And the lamps are beautiful, but unfortunately I can't wear a lamp on my head. I've tried it.
I mean, you could, but people might look at you funny.
Pepper Glitter Pants says that's what I need, Spanish moss, and I assume you mean the power pigment and not the plant, dead plant, weed. What is Spanish moss? Rachel has it, Pepper Glitter Pants. She has Spanish moss, so you can test hers or mine at some point. But it is a beautiful gray. So I'm using a paper plate. I finally got a paper plate. If you're just tuning in, everyone say hey and where you're watching from. I'm using a paper plate. I'm just tapping out some power pigments that I'm going to use as my eyeshadow, as my highlighter, as my lipstick.
And I'm using my fancy dancy little palette from Amazon. What colors are we doing again, Katie? You're cutting up a little bit on my end. I don't know if you are for the live feed, but it's a little choppy at some points.
Okay, hopefully it's just with you. I've got white linen. And Spanish moss. And Blue Bayou.
What blue?
Blue Bayou.
Okay, perfect. Yay.
There you go. And
then what's our silver?
Pure silver. Oh, and I left out look at that. I forgot my, I have rainbow quartz shimmer as our Bolt Bomb. Hello, if you're just tuning in, let us know where you're watching from. We are getting inspired by some frozen, icy holiday colors. So you just have to do a couple of taps. Dab out, that's not it, I don't think. Tap out, there you go.
Isn't that a wrestling show?
Tap out?
Yeah.
Dab out? I don't know. I mean, tap out is what you do at the end, I think, if you're not doing great. So I just have my base makeup on currently, and I got the hookup, y'all. I got to try the experimental Elektra Power Primer that we're working on. So I used that as my eye primer today. And I've used it once this week, and I'm really jazzed for y'all to see. Oh, well, y'all can tell how awesome Danielle's eye makeup has been looking when she's been doing our little Lewk Club. So I'm excited to do it today as well. I am gonna go ahead and start with white linen, and just to show y'all, I'm gonna start with it dry on my brow bone and in the inner corner of my eye. I usually use the liquid transformer, but this is a pretty silvery white. It's pretty intense, so I'm gonna go ahead and see what happens when I do it by itself. And it is, yeah, it's already got a lot of, pretty, but like staying power even without using any primer or liquid transformer to kind of hold it down. Very glittery, but, or shimmery, very shimmery. Looks like ice.
And you'll get that nice shine even though it's a mineral product. So mineral based.
Yes, so there's actually no glitter in it, but mineral based and very versatile, very fine. We have some trades happening on the board, Danielle. Rachel logged in and says, I have Spanish moss, Mom, and that's Pepper Glitter Pants, to those who don't know. Those not in the know. Okay. So this is a fun little trick I've been doing. I don't know if anyone does this, but when I'm doing my brow bone and my inner corner of my eye, if I kind of blend out or some of my pigment or my top eyeshadow kind of goes over here, well, I'm going to use this as my highlighter anyway. So if I notice I've kind of come over a bit with my, this time white linen, I'm just like, I'm going to save that for later. I'm going to use that. I'll take it. If anyone, so Rachel's just tuning in. If anyone else just came in, say hey and where you're watching from. And oh, do you like the cold weather? Is that a good topic? Because I was just realizing today I'm not jazzed about the cold. I think tomorrow in Louisiana it's getting up to 70 degrees, and I'm more excited about that.
How was the weather today in New Orleans? It was a little chillier.
It was a little, yeah, maybe in the, I think it got up into the 60s, but probably low 60s. But it looks like tomorrow it will be sunny, and it'll get up to 70. By the way, this is Elektra. You have fun excuses to get creative. You get product information. You get tips on all sorts of things, and also you get the weather. So if you're local, but if we have anyone tuning in from anywhere else, let us know. Andrea says, I love cold weather fashions. That's true. You can do a lot. I haven't really gone anywhere too much. Oh, Pepper Glitter Pants, your heater is still broken. I hate the cold and my heater is broken. Oh, that is a bummer. Do you have someone coming? Rachel says, I'm glad it's warming up, but I do agree. I like cold weather fashion. That's where I'm at. Now I'm trying to decide if I want to go from blue to gray or gray to blue. Probably blue to gray. Yeah, y'all are making me want to wear cold weather. I guess I haven't really gone anywhere. I walk the dog when it's cold. I haven't gone anywhere since it's been kind of cold, so I haven't gotten to wear any cute cold weather clothes since last year.
It's a little cold here in Arizona. I mean, it's sweater weather anyways.
You're always wearing a sweater. It's always sweater weather for you. Okay, and I just added.
I think I'm gonna start in on my blue. I mixed it with a little of the liquid transformer, and I'm using just a regular eyeshadow brush. Ooh, there it is. Mixed it with the liquid transformer. There it is.
And I'm doing the same. I'm using actually I use a concealer brush when I do my power pigments for some reason, because I find my I mix too much liquid transformer, if I do that and then use my regular eyeshadow brush, it's not very stiff, my eyeshadow brush. I have a soft eyeshadow brush, so I kind of like something a little stiffer on my when I've got a little bit of liquid on here, just so it doesn't get I'm gonna say flaccid. My brush doesn't get flaccid, but y'all know what I mean. And so Danielle and I are both doing that Blue Bayou with liquid transformer, but I think I'm gonna pack on a little bit dry as well. I just did 2 little drops of liquid transformer, but I think I'm gonna try to put some on there dry.
Last week after we were done, I was playing around a little bit, and I did kind of a bolder eye last week as well. But then I started blending it, and I was like, oh, I should have done this.
Oh, really?
We were doing it, because I really liked how it looked when I blended kind of the bold line I had last week. So this week I'm going to play around with blending it a little bit more to see if just see how I like it.
Did you take
the cool thing? What?
Sorry, did you take pictures?
Yeah, I kind of took a picture. So last week I did this, and then I was like, oh, I want to go get a workout in. So I actually took before and after pictures after running like 2 miles on the treadmill.
Your eyes look great, but you have like splotchy.
I know. Well, it was so funny because I I'm staying in a hotel, so I went up to the front desk and I had my mask on and my workout gear, and the gal at the front, she's like, oh, so sparkly.
You're like ready to work out.
Exactly.
That is very impressive. Danielle does a live, gets completely full face, and then goes and works out. Kudos to you, Danielle. Hello to anyone tuning in. This is Lewk Club, and we are using our power pigments. We're doing a frozen look. We're getting inspired by this too cold weather. We're getting sparkly and I actually, when you were talking, you gave me an idea, because Pepper Pants? No, Pepper Glitter Pants. Sorry, I had to check the stats on that one. Hey, Kat. She says, sorry I'm late again. No worries.
Hi, Kat.
No worries.
Where are you coming in from again today? Tell me. I want to know.
Oh, is she not in New Orleans?
I think Kat's out of town.
Oh, okay. That's great. Well, we know she has new hair, and that's exciting.
I know. Such a beautiful blonde color. I'm like, ooh, I should do my whole head in blonde.
Well, now that Kat is here, I just had an idea. So everyone had such great suggestions last week of eye primers and face primers and everything. So if anyone has any really good blending tips, because that's something that I know Pepper had said, oh, Kat is in Little Rock, she says.
I feel like I'm Mimi right now.
Yeah, I see that. Just, you got to put the lipstick
You know, Mimi
on.
from, what was that show?
Drew Carey show.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, if anyone has any great blending tips, whether with eyeshadow or any blending tips on the face, we'll take them right now. I'm going to use blending it's always a challenge. I find like it's something I'm always getting better at, which is also the point of, I love doing the Lewk Club, and we had creative capsules over the summer, just ways to keep ourselves, still doing looks. And I learn every time I do my makeup. So, sitting at home and not doing our makeup for 8 months, no fun. Let's do stuff. So I am using a big fluffy blending brush, and I'm going to start blending my Blue Bayou that I had with the liquid transformer. And pretty, look dewy. It's the kind of shimmer in the white linen, kind of blending with the Blue Bayou.
I'm moving to a little smaller brush to see if I can control it better. It's so hard to get the shape to match right to left, don't you think?
Oh yeah, that's why. I mean, you do a really good job. My eyebrows or my face is very uneven, and so it's very hard for me to get shapes even. I find, because I look at my eyebrows and then I realize, oops, I shouldn't have used that as a guide. Elizabeth says, Katie, could you describe the tip about using powdered sugar? I know tonight is white linen, but curious about the tip you mentioned. Yes. So we have a couple different the great things about these power pigments is, even though they all are, so they're minerals, so they're all going to have a little bit of a shimmer to them, they still have vastly different ways they hit the light, and some look more matte, some look like, this one looks very shimmery. I mean, these are the same product in different colors, but the Blue Bayou or the white linen has much more of a sparkle to it, and it's a little bit coarser. And powdered sugar is one which I can grab in just a second, is very coarse. It almost looks like a straight glitter. And I find when you use that one and Gin Fizz, that's kind of, the powdered sugar is our kind of silver tone, and the thank you. And the Gin Fizz, let's see if y'all can see this. This is powdered sugar. So you can see the consistency is so much coarser than like the white linen that we're using tonight. You can see that. So this powdered sugar, this kind of more, this coarser one, I find when using with the liquid transformer, I was talking to Elizabeth about this the other day, this lays on perfectly without dry and kind of over product. But if you're using it as, kind of like what I did with the white linen today, and you use a liquid transformer, I find that if it gets a little, not clumpy, but if you have too much of the sparkles in one spot and it's too concentrated, I'll use a little brush, a small eyeshadow brush, and I'll do it in circular motions. And to me, then it kind of gets all of the sparkles evened out, if that makes sense. I found that's a way that I like to use it when I'm using with the liquid transformer to make it very pigmented and very intense. Was that what you wanted me to say, Elizabeth, or was it the other thing I was supposed to tell you about laying it on top of product? Actually, I'll do it tonight if you want. I'll show you a trick that Tina, a makeup artist who owns Belle Soleil Boudoir Photography. She taught me a little trick to do with the powdered sugar. Kat is giving us some great instruction or some tips. Laying down a transition color first helps me to blend. Then I use a clean, fluffy brush in circular motions. To blend with the power pigment, I omit the transformer. Those are great tips. So that's interesting, Kat. So the transition color first helps me. So what do you mean by a transition color? Kind of like a neutral shade, or what? Give us some deets on that. That's interesting. And yeah, Elizabeth, I'll show you once I get a little bit more of my eyes done. I'll show you that trick with powdered sugar that Tina showed me, unless you got to head out, and then I'll do it sooner rather than later. Thanks for tuning in on y'all's Tuesday nights. We appreciate it. So you're doing a little blending, Danielle?
Sorry, I'm not very talkative tonight. I'm pretty tired. I literally got out of work, set up the camera, and got going.
Well, we appreciate it. Thank you, Danielle.
It was a long day.
Danielle's training at work. She's got, and she still has time to get creative. So let's all use her as a guide. Kat says it's a color to a transition color is a slightly lighter color than the color you are using. Oh, that makes sense to blend together. So yeah, there you go. And that's why I often say I'm going in with the Spanish moss, by the way, on the corner of my eye. See, even it's a gray. You saw how dark gray it looked in the container, but it already is popping silver once you put it next to the blue Bayou. But yeah, I'll find, talking about blending with the power pigments, what Kat was saying, I'll blend, like I'll wait till they dry if I use the transformer and then blend, probably use a little more transformer, and then I pack on dry product. Even if it's funny because I'm one of those, I forget what they're called, but I like to conserve things. So I like to buy things and then I'm like, oh, it's so nice, I don't want to use it. I don't know if anyone does that. So I used to never use enough beauty products. I would never layer it on because I thought, oh, I'll just use a little bit. And then, over time, everything turns, or, you just don't end up using it or forget about it and stuff it in a drawer. So I luckily learned, especially from doing the New Orleans drag workshop, that you got to use product. You've got it. Go ahead, use it. And these power pigments you can use 100 times and you'll still have most of that little container. So, okay. Well, I like it, Danielle.
It's crazy as usual.
Feather the colors together with a clean, fluffy brush. Oh yeah, she's saying with the transition color. So I like that she's saying clean, which is great because I'm so bad about cleaning my my brushes. But it is true. I can usually tell pretty quickly. I'm like, oh, I still have product on this brush, don't I?
I got some brush cleaner last week. I went to Sephora. Sephora? No. Ulta. I went to Ulta. Bought a bunch of stuff I didn't need.
I think so. Tomorrow, I think I'm going. I think I told you we were doing this, Danielle. My husband and I took all of our change that we had been saving for the last couple of years, and we were going to go to Coinstar and get a gift certificate for somewhere that we could eat for my birthday tomorrow night. And at the last minute, I realized they had a gift. You could get it to Sephora. And I was like, oh, I need so many things at Sephora. And because this is a dangerous time, if I need my concealer, my powder, my mascara, my eyeshadow, my eyebrow pencil, my under eye cream, and my night serum are all out at the same time. That is so, yeah. So my husband said, go ahead and use all of the change and you can get it to Sephora. And it was like $175. So I'm going to have fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah. That'll be my little birthday.
By the way, tomorrow is Katie's birthday.
Yes.
So not only was it her anniversary with us last week, 1 year, but this week is her birthday.
Yay, thank you. Yes.
It's very exciting.
I'm excited. I have it's a good year. Wait, I'm sorry. That's not true. It was a good year with Elektra. The year was not the best. We can all agree on that. And
it was all good. We're making it through slowly but surely.
And I will say that I definitely getting stuck in a small space with one person for a year almost, and I really like my husband. That's a good thing too. Happy birthday, Elizabeth says. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks. I know I was like, can I just keep on?
Do we have any more December birthdays? The people that had to have their holiday gifts and their birthday gift be the same?
Yeah.
Did that happen to you, Katie?
Not.
Or is your birthday far enough away?
It's far enough. I mean, my family would never do that to me, but I feel like friends would kind of be like, oh, we can just hang out around, like we can do one hangout, you know, because it's Christmas and birthday, we can kind of all get together. But I didn't really. My family was pretty good. Though my cousin was on the 24th, and his birthday's on the 24th, and it was just like, yeah, nobody's ever given you a special party. Kat said blues are super hard to blend typically. Most of them read patchy or not very pigmented. Obviously, I'm not talking about the Elektra blues. They are flawless. Thank you. And I'm loving the way you're blending your blues, Danielle. Your Blue Bayou.
Oh,
it looks good.
Thank you.
And Andrea,
I think I'm going real big today, so I think this is going to keep on going.
It's pretty though.
I think it might go up into my hairline, possibly. Ooh. I don't know.
Do it. You can be, because we're ice princesses. Maybe I'll do something interesting. I've been kind of
playing, right?
My dad's birthday is on Christmas. He hates Christmas, Andrea said. Oh. Yeah, that would be a bummer, but I could see that. Because then it's never about you. I definitely care about birthdays. I'm not like I need a full week kind of a person. I think I used to try way more on my birthdays and I would do some big thing. And I think that's when I realized I have very different groups of friends. So I realized, you know what, maybe I'll do a brunch. And that's kind of usually, I won't be doing it this year, but usually I'll do a brunch for a birthday thing and call it a day, because a big party with all my different friend groups just usually was kind of weird. Anyone else have like disparate friend groups? Go ahead.
Oh, I'm kind of doing the like, I don't know. I'm getting crazy tonight.
I like it.
When you're tired, you just get crazy. At least I do.
I should get crazy then. So I'm still just going with my silver, and I'm going to come back in with some more Blue Bayou Dry. Oh, Danielle, I feel like you could use my, so I went back to the place at the Renaissance Festival that you bought your crown. And Brian, for my birthday present was, he got me a crown that, it was one of the ones that was kind of silver and gold, and it had the deer horn looking things and like stars and stuff.
Ooh, that's cool.
Yeah, I'll grab it. But I feel like it would go with your kind of ice queen. This could be your ice crown. I kind of started going further out once I saw you were doing something fun, and then I think I might blend a little bit.
I like
it. Oh, thank you. Oh, so this is here, Danielle. We attached it to that other crown, Danielle. But hang on, you can see. Whoop, whoop. See, Danielle?
See. Ooh. Yeah. Wow. That's awesome.
Yeah. There you go. Okay. Elizabeth says, my gingerbread house decorating party is the only time I really combine my very different friend groups. See, and that seems nice too. It works for a brunch. I could see it working. You can tell me, Elizabeth, if it works, but I could see that kind of working when you have a gingerbread house decorating party. You give someone an activity. It's like I could see that working. It's not as like intense as like a game night, but it's still everyone has a shared activity to do. That sounds like it would be fun. I don't believe I've ever decorated a gingerbread house. Wouldn't that feels sad to me. I'm loving your blue so much, Danielle. I'm trying to incorporate some more. We are kind of quiet tonight. Hello.
What'd you say, Katie?
I said we are kind of quiet tonight.
I know.
If you're tuning in, let us know where you're watching from. We got Little Rock, we got Baton Rouge, we got New Orleans, Geismar,
Phoenix.
Andrea says, I did last year. My husband thought I'd be all about it, and I was like, they are hard work as far as decorating gingerbread houses, which I can totally see that happening too. The activity works better. Elizabeth says, next year, y'all will have to come skipping COVID. Yes, that sounds fun. I would like to do that. I do like to find, I haven't done any holiday crafting. In fact, this is, I think, we're not getting a Christmas tree this year, so I'm a little bummed about that, but we're going to still decorate tomorrow. We're going to just kind of pull out.
I heard something that Christmas trees are super expensive this year.
Oh, well,
is that true?
Well, that's why we just didn't even look, because we're just not going to spend the money on a tree this year. So we just kind of skipped it. But yeah, because we usually do that for my birthday, but in the end, really, December 9th is kind of late to get a Christmas tree. And last year we had a Christmas tree for like some of November, all of December, and then I made my husband keep it through Mardi Gras, and we did a Mardi Gras tree. So I had a pretty tree for a really long time last year, I guess. I like it. You're definitely reminding me of like, you could be like a sexy version of the Game of Thrones White Walker. You're like a sexy White Walker.
It's happening. It's happening.
It's happening.
I don't even like tonight. I don't have an inspo picture. I'm just like, just free for all, free paint.
Yeah. Anyone who's watching, so Danielle likes to do an inspo picture. Usually she's kind of trying something new or doing fun makeup. I tried that this weekend. I kind of did some, I went to the Renaissance Festival again, and I did some kind of like Viking inspired makeup, and it was stressful for me to have an inspo picture. Andrea says next year's Halloween costume, I believe she means sexy White Walker because that's golden. Winter is coming though, so you can always be a sexy White Walker at winter. See, I'm feeling I wore my little silvery earrings, so it'll kind of look like it's like snowing. I'm kind of silvery and white. Got a little bit of a hole, so I'm going to come back in with a little more of Blue Bayou. And I've got a little bit too much Transformer, so I'm going to add a little bit more pigment, the dry power pigment. Yeah, so at the last minute getting ready, I thought I was going to do easy makeup before the Renaissance Fair this last weekend, and I didn't wake up very early. And then I went, I'm going to do half my face and look like a Viking. And 2.5 hours later.
You did like a Viking look?
Yeah, I'll send you a picture. But I basically, because, if you see sometimes people do the Viking look, but they do like just half their upper face, like all black, kind of, and then just make it look kind of drippy and matte and cool at the bottom. Well, I was like imagining I would kind of do it from here to here and then you couldn't see the bottom of my face. I was kind of just thinking what would look cool with a mask on, and kind of bring out my mask as opposed to being like, oh, I don't want to put my mask on. It messes up my costume. Like, how will it make it work with my costume? And so I finally got it to work, but it took several hours of being like, oh, this is bad. This is why you got to play with makeup, because during crunch time, I was like, oh goodness, this is a lot. So I'm now like, my silver and my blue are my Bywater blue, my Spanish moss, and it's just, everything's just kind of blending together and coming one. I kind of like it. I'm not trying to make it all look as kind of bold as you, and kind of more extreme as far as the transition between the colors. I kind of like that I'm just a little dewy. I was thinking about using I think I'm going to come in and use just the Spanish moss with liquid transformer. Oh, I'll use the gel transformer. This is what Kat was saying. So I'm going to get the Elektra gel transformer, a new product we came out with, and I'm going to try to do my eyeliner with that. All right. So y'all gave me some good suggestions last week of the using the gel transformer for graphic lines. So I'm going to do it for my eyeliner, and then I think I'm going to use microfine and do some glitter liner on top of it as well. I think so.
And you know me, I like to break the rules. I think I'm going to come in here with a little of my basic black eyeshadow just to give it a little bit more dimension.
Well, I decided I think I'm going to use something kind of interesting to do my blush today, because we've been creating these these creative capsules, and just kind of trying to use mostly that for these look clubs, just to kind of use that as our inspiration, and kind of kind of see how much you can kind of repurposing one product, which you don't necessarily use anytime you do your makeup. You might use 10 different products, but if we're like, okay, let's try to stick with about this 4, maybe just 5 or 6 or whatever, and just seeing how creative you can be with each thing has been really cool. But I decided I think I'm going to try Danielle red beans, which is not in our capsule this week, but I think I'm going to try to use red beans as my blush.
Ooh.
Yes, so because we've been kind of finding that some of the powder pigments are really cool as blushes that we wouldn't normally use, but that's definitely why it's fun to play. So I'm going to test that today. Red beans is this really cool duochrome powder pigment that we have that is kind of brown, a warm red brown, but it looks blue, almost green if you hit it at the light at the right way. So I thought, ooh, that might be, if you get that blue color, maybe that would be fun to do as my blush today. So the fun thing, Danielle, when you get doing your the look you're doing right now, it looks like you're kind of creating a character. So we're gonna have to name you, I think. That was my favorite part with the level up your look workshop we did. Actually, I think it was Andrea that named me. Or no, Mom. I think Pepper did. DJ.
I'm trying to remember what.
I was definitely DJ Electronica.
Oh yes.
Andrea said I worked on I was a DJ on a cruise ship. So I think Electronica was Pepper's suggestion.
Electronica, right?
Yeah. Yes, and I was a DJ in the future on a cruise ship. Yes, Andrea said LOL, I gave her the job. and Pepper gave her name, Electronica. And my husband, who was in that group that night, was very offended that I did not read aloud his punny idea for my, and I can't remember what it was, but he came up with some punny name for Electronica. And he said people were laughing, and he was like, 4 people liked it, so it was funny. But I didn't never notice what it was. So I'm just coming in and doing liner. It's not as dark as I was thinking it might come out, but I'm gonna go with glitter next. But like we said last week, if you do could either use our black pigment or use just an eyeliner, and then do the silver over it. The gray. The Spanish moss would be really pretty. But I wanted to go kind of frosty and not too bold today. I'm gonna look like a little ice princess, like a sweetheart that I am.
So I'm trying to decide if I want to lose these crazy things here. I'm going to take one off and see how it looks. I'm just using a little makeup wipe. All right. A vote with, without. With, without.
So go ahead and vote. Phone a friend.
I feel like I need some brows. Oh, what can I use for brows? I just ran out of my brow pencil too. So I bought a new brow pencil, but I kind of feel like doing something different.
So Pepper says she likes without, and then Elizabeth says she likes partial. I got to say, Elizabeth, probably Danielle will not vote because Danielle likes symmetry. Andrea says she maybe with a thinner line.
A thinner line.
So that is, you got it.
Right, let me try the thinner line.
You run the spectrum of the answers. Without, yeah, without, both, and thinner line. I see what she means. I think that's like obviously not that line in particular, but it could be a cool design.
Very thin.
I mean, at this point, I think you can just go without. That's what you're working.
What if I made it connect in the center? Like a mask. So is anyone decorating their house for crew of house floats?
Elizabeth said she was last week. She is. Do you know
I'm losing inspiration about it. Not that I'm losing inspiration. I just have a lot going on right now. So I can't like wrap my brain around it. I think if it's going to happen, I'm not going to be on the official list. I'm just going to decorate and be like, surprise, you're in my neighborhood. You can see my house. But I feel like too much pressure to be on like the official list.
Yeah, what Pepper says she likes the blue white inner corners. Oh yeah, I can see that. Before I go on to my glitter liner, Elizabeth, I'm gonna bust out the powdered sugar and show you what first of all, I want to show y'all kind of see if I can get a good. Y'all like my dirty plate? I guess I could use a clean plate. Here's a clean plate. Okay. So let's see if you can see. So this is that one I showed you. It would help if it was open, I would say. It always helps to tap out. So this is that coarser product I was showing y'all that Elizabeth was talking about. And you can see it just right there. See, it almost looks like glitter, but there's no plastics in it. It's a mineral powder, but it's much coarser than some of the other, really most of the other colors. So pretty. Elizabeth says she's doing lots of flowers on her house for their her house flip. Okay.
Ooh, cool.
So this is what without the transformer, and I'm gonna use what I'm thinking because she said Tina said that and she's a great makeup artist and she uses brides. So she I gave her, I was like, hey, you can pick any pigment of these 30 pigments. I wanted to tell her thanks. She did some great work with our pigments for a photo shoot. And I was like, whichever one you want, you know, for personal use, go ahead. You can take home with you. And she said, that's the one she wanted, powdered sugar. So she said it's just perfect dusting. She said, oh, this will be perfect for brides. And she also said it reminded her a lot of a like $60 product that she's used in the past. And this is $10, will last you a while. So I'm gonna use this kind of fluffier. This is my blending brush, but she says she just does a dusting kind of over everything. And then she's like, it's like magic. Oh my gosh, look, it's snowing on my eyes. It's really cool. So she says it's like a almost like a pixie dust. Oh my gosh. I'm so glad you asked about this, Elizabeth, because I would not have done this. And I feel like it's Christmas on my face. It's a winter wonderland on my eyes. Wow.
I gave myself some white eyebrows.
I like it. That is actually pretty effective. I spend about 30 minutes covering eyebrows, so. Oh my gosh, I'm having too much fun with this powdered sugar. Now I'm using this.
The powdered sugar is amazing. Like if you put it over a dark color, it's stunning. And you can see it. Like you can see it translates really well on camera.
Thanks. Rachel says pretty. So I'm going to just wipe off under my eyes because I'm going to be doing some blush and stuff. But yeah, that was what she said, Elizabeth. And so that's a fun way to use it as well. So it just lays a little bit different with the transformer. It still totally works with it, but it really seems like the star of the show when you use powdered sugar dry. Wow, this might get everywhere. All right, Elizabeth says, love it. Did that with my blue look Saturday. There you go. Yeah, and again, these are all kind of similar coloring colors, but I did this over our black color, not onyx. What's our black, Danielle?
Our black is obsidian.
Obsidian, thank you. Different black stone. So it just looks really sparkly and pretty, and it kind of turned the black into a gray. And oh, all right. Well, thanks, Elizabeth. I wouldn't have done that if you didn't ask. So appreciate that. And now I'm going to be even more glittery, and I'm going to use pure silver microfine, and I'm going to do a glitter liner with that. Elizabeth says might have put a little more on than I meant to. Did you do what I just did where you got really excited and then just kept tapping it all over your face because it was really pretty? That's what I did. No shame. This plate is really pretty just looking at. I'm like, ooh, look at the powdered sugar. See, now I want to decorate some ornaments. I'm like, glitter, holiday glitter. This is a hot button too. Now, what is everyone's ornament preference, or do y'all have a style as far as decorating or what you like? Do you like colored lights? Do you like white lights? Do you have a theme for each tree? What's your decorating style, your holiday decorating style?
This year for me, I'm not decorating.
My style is I'm not.
Last year, I bought a tree like Thanksgiving weekend, and I was so excited. And I got it home, and it was like immediately dead. So from Thanksgiving to Christmas, it just shed needles and was dead. And it took no water. We could not get it to drink any water. So it was like already dead, even though they cut, like a chunk off of it. So I don't know how old this Christmas tree was that I bought last year, but I was very bummed. at.
Oh, that is a bummer.
And it was one of those things, like, we put it up, we decorated it right away, so we couldn't like bring it back and be like, hey, this Christmas tree is dead.
Yeah. Oh, that stinks. I'm trying the gel liner with my with the microfine. I haven't done that before either, I don't believe. So I don't like this brush really. Yeah, we did the opposite last year. We kept ours up way too long. It was definitely fire hazard. Andrea says, I have 2 trees. One is real with ornaments my husband and I have picked out over the years to remind us of funny moments or trips. Oh, that's so cute. Does your husband, and a lot are felt and pink ornaments. Cute. I want to see a picture of that. This is not a great brush I'm using here. I'm going to give up on that. That's cute. Does your husband get into decorating the tree with you, Andrea? I'm lucky. My husband cares I guess lucky. My husband also cares a lot about decorating for Christmas and has, as my grandmother would say, a lot of opinions for a man. But we take about 4 hours usually to decorate the tree because we both have strong opinions on where things should go, and he'll move my ornaments. Elizabeth says, white lights outside, if any. When I decorate a tree, multicolored lights with ornaments I have collected over the years, along with ones my parents collected when married. Oh, that's sweet. Andrea also has a 6-foot black Christmas tree that's only Star Wars Hallmark ornament.
Oh, that's awesome.
I gotta see Andrea, post pictures in the group of your of both of your trees. They sound fun. So very themed then. Very themed. I wasn't liking my brush I was using for my silver liner. So I'm switching, but I was liking the gel. I'm very and then her husband puts on ornaments and helps me with the lights at the top of the tree. That's good. Yeah. Oh yeah, my husband does the lights. I'm like, yeah, I feel like I was lucky. I grew up, my stepdad always put the lights on the tree. I'm like, yeah, you do that not fun part that looks like it's a little more complicated, and then I'll go and hang all the pretty shiny things. I'm very traditional when it comes to Christmas ornaments. For some reason, I like silver, gold, white, and a pop of red, and that is about it. I have a Christmas pickle. That might be the only thing, but I love crystal. I just love, for some reason, I think because I guess we did a lot of colored lights when we were kids, as you often do, because that's what you usually, I feel like kids like color.
I feel like I'm becoming a frozen skull.
A skull? You're a White Walker. I've already named you. You're a sexy White Walker. A frozen skull. You could be a crystal skull. All right, so I'm doing my glitter liner in pure silver just on the top. I'm doing just a little bit of a wing. I mean, I feel like my eyes are a literal wonderland. Like, what's happening? My eyes are as cold as Pepper Glitter Pants. What was it? I think that was it. Pepper Glitter Pants house, whose heater isn't working. So that's hilarious. Andrea is saying that she is going to upgrade to an 8-foot tree for the Star Wars tree because she has too many ornaments. That's so many.
Oh, wow.
That's so many ornaments. And then Rachel says her style of Christmas decorating equals 4 kids. So a lot of hand-drawn things and things that don't break is what I'm guessing that means, and colored lights. Rachel has 4 boys too. So do they actually enjoy decorating the tree, or is it you just trying to do it the whole time as they run around and try to break things? Because I could see that being a thing also.
Yep, I think I'm turning into a Christmas skull, a frozen skull.
Frozen skull. Loving the blue contour, Danielle from Cat. So I am finding that I'm doing, when I don't know, when I'm using the the gel transformer, I'm getting a little bit of a tug when I'm trying to do my liner that I normally don't get with the liquid transformer. But I'm wondering if that's because I have the powdered sugar on underneath, or if it's kind of just lays a little bit different since I haven't. But since I'm just kind of experimenting. Rachel says yes, indeed, about the children breaking things, I assume, and colored lights.
I feel like whenever I've tried to decorate with children, like I get frustrated that they don't put the Christmas ornaments on in a nice way that looks balanced. And you're like, here, you decorate this backside.
Yeah, that's what apparently that's Brian's growing up. They had the family tree the kids weren't actually allowed to decorate, and then they got a second tree that the kids could decorate, but that the one his mom decorated was not the kids didn't do. So Rachel says that her kids actually decorated the entire tree and did it all this year, but normally it's her trying to stop them from breaking stuff. Danielle, Andrea says you remind her of the Jack Frost claymation villain. Oh, yeah, I could see that.
The what?
The Jack Frost claymation villain. That Christmas movie. What is
maybe
name?
I'm like an abominable snowman. Did I say that correctly?
Abominable, I think so. And Kat says, yes, that's what it reminds me of. You're an abominable, Obama and all.
I don't know how to pronounce that word.
Elizabeth hasn't tried the gel with microfine, only with pigment as liner. Yeah, me too. Well, I don't know. I'm gonna have to try it another time when I don't already have the powdered sugar. But I got my liner down real fast with the liquid transformer, so I'll probably go back to it. But that is why we do this, to kind of play around and try things that we don't normally. Just keep blending. Just keep blending.
Oh, wow.
Well, look, now I'm gonna give myself. Okay, now I'm like, I'm a cutesy princess, but I'll give myself some blue contour too. In fact, Brian just gave me the gel is great help when color blocking your eyebrows. Huh, interesting. That's good to know. I could see that. Oh yeah, I could see that because I usually use it dry. I don't think I even put liquid transform. Oh, I guess I do both. All right, Danielle, I'll do a little
This is a crazy look.
I thought I was gonna do my red beans blush, but I think I will do the blue contour. Rachel says, I love how y'all are like a more daily frozen look versus more intense. Who's more intense and who's the daily version? Yeah. I'm gonna go for a little.
Ooh.
Well, I decided I couldn't just leave you hanging. Abominable. Now you're slowly like turning into like you look a little bit old man before you get that.
I'm the what's the guy, the frozen guy that picks on Rudolph?
The frozen guy that picks the snowman? What?
He's like the something miser, the heat miser or something.
Oh, yeah, I don't remember that much. Anyone with kids? No. That's that same show they're talking about though, right? See, now I'm going kind of blue. My cheeks are kind of red underneath this, so now I'm just kind of turning purple. But I'll turn myself even. I think if I come in back with the powdered sugar as my highlighter, I'm gonna just turn all icy, and I'll look like a beautiful dead gal. Okay, Jack Frost and the Heat Miser. Kat for the win there. I don't know if she had to Google that or she just had that on lock. Okay, I just did Blue Bayou as my contour. I kind of it's my blush really. I could use a little as the contour. I might do a little bit. I can come in maybe with a smaller brush and a little bit of the Blue Bayou mixed with Transformer. And I'm going to do just like a little more of a line, like whoop, and then just blend it.
Is it too much?
You need to blend the chin and the just keep blending. Kat says I love the holiday claymations. Yeah, I can't even remember the last time I probably watched those.
There we go.
So I kind of came a little bit too far down, I think, on my face with this contour. So I'm blending up. I don't know. That's kind of something, if I put something too low, I'll kind of blend down, or if I do too high, I'll blend down. So I'm just kind of blending up. And then if I still am too low, I can take a baby wipe and kind of wipe off. But blend up, that's what I'm going to go with right now. See, this is like basically where you're at, Danielle, is what I did for 2 hours on Saturday morning, where I kept, I had like half my face covered in black, and I was like, what have I done? The Blue Bayou is actually kind of, it's mixing with the redness of my cheeks and creating a pretty
I feel like
purple.
if I had a crazy wig, I mean, this would be a look.
It's a Lewk Club. No, that's why you need the crown, Danielle, that I showed you. That's your crown. Okay, I'm going to take some from that white linen, and I'm using actually this is a kind of a blender brush, but I'm going to use it as a highlighter brush to kind of come in, and because normally I would start with my highlighter before my blush, but I got excited and did that blue because I was feeling inspired by Danielle's. It's getting wackier every time I look over there. And this is why we play.
Is this public?
I'm pretty sure we have human beings interacting with it.
If 2020 was a makeup look.
It's only if you stopped right now. Oh, wait, so we haven't officially named you yet. We've said kind of what Danielle reminds us of. So can we give Danielle a name and what her villainous power is? I don't know. I mean, I think you're a villain. Is that okay if I say that, Danielle?
Yeah.
So, well,
I
because
think I'm a villain in this look.
Well, they did say heat miser. That seemed like a villain.
It feels very villainous. Ooh.
So if y'all tell us what Danielle's holiday villain name is, and I'm coming just with my this kind of angled blush brush to do my a little more of the white linen as my highlighter, all about.
It's a very like drag king, right?
Yeah, well, that's why I was saying right here where you have the harsher lines here. That's kind of what drag kings will do, because they're kind of drawing more attention to the more masculine features.
The biggest thing is makeup doesn't always have to be pretty. It can be pretty weird.
It can be pretty weird. Sometimes you didn't sleep enough and you had a long day at work and you become killer cold with 2 Ks, says Pepper Glitter Pants. All one word. KILLERKOLD. I like it. I like it. Got any other suggestions? I mean, that Pepper came up with Electronica. I like Killer Cold.
All right. Something crazy is going on with this eyebrow.
Whoop, whoop. And I'm just.
Where else should I put a contour? Like here or?
Here. Yeah.
Oh, like there.
I did the very top of your hairline.
Like here.
Danielle,
I don't really want to get it into my hairline. So
yeah, that's good though. Oh, that actually looks pretty. You just did a little bit. Andrea says your villainous power is you have the power to give anyone the common cold. Because you're Killer Cold. That's good. Y'all are such a good team. That's like the second time that Andrea came up with the descriptor and Pepper came up with the name to our creations. Okay. I'm gonna do some
ladies.
You gotta say, hey ladies, I'm Killer Cold.
I feel like I need some sort of lip.
Yeah. Yeah, so you can see kind of that's where I started to realize since I used that blue, I talked about this in our Level Up Your Look workshop, that once you start doing, you start covering natural colored skin. And once I did that blue blush and kind of did white highlighter, I felt like you could kind of see all the places where my natural skin was coming through and the redness was coming through, and that red was kind of throwing off the white, silvery kind of complexion I've come together. So I'm just kind of coming in and kind of covering everything with a thin layer so that my natural skin is, I mean, it's still showing through, but I'm not as red or human colored. I guess if you're the villain, then I have to be that was a horrible voice. I have to be the heroine. Oh, that's pretty. I really like the way that's like blending as a contour, Danielle.
Thanks.
I'm gonna do mascara and then, oh my gosh, I'm such a dork. I forgot to use our shimmer. Frost Maiden. Oh, that's me. I'm the Frost Maiden. Okay, hang on. I'm trying to do a maiden voice. That's me, the Frost Maiden. I'll be right back. I'm going to get one of our favorites, Rainbow Quartz. We used Fire Opal last week in our holiday look, which is very warm tone, gold tone. This is going to be rainbow base, so it's kind of cooler tone. Is Rainbow Quartz. And I am.
Ooh, look. For my lips, I mixed obsidian.
Oh, really?
And
and blue eye. Looks good. I like that I'm a Frost Maiden. See, my inspiration was these earrings, like icicles, and I feel like it's going with my. Oh, pretty, Danielle. It's funny. It almost looks teal.
Mm-hmm.
Pepper Glitter Pants. Did you have Danielle? Elizabeth says she loves the lips. Pepper Glitter Pants. Do you have powdered sugar or you have white linen? I can't remember which kind of lighter pigment you have. I'm coming in with Rainbow Quartz. I'm just gonna do a little bit in here. Whoop. This must be my older jar. Oh, and we will be hopefully soon making a little tutorial about this, but I know Pepper Glitter Pants had asked, so I let her know. But if you have a Bolt Balm at home, and I'm just blending it, my Rainbow Quartz shimmer right now. If you have a Bolt Balm that you haven't used maybe in a year because you were stuck at home in a pandemic possibly, although you can still wear glitter. It's perfect for every occasion to bring on the happiness at least. If you do, so our liquid transformer that we've been using actually is really great. In fact, I'm going to do that right now, Danielle, because you told me this little trick that one of our awesome customers told you. I can't remember who I think you said it was a drag queen that uses the liquid transformer to kind of constitute her dried out Bolt Balm. So the great thing is, since these are made with aloe vera, they come back to life very easily. So you can, if you don't have the liquid transformer, you can just use purified water and push down all the glitter in your Bolt Balm onto, use your little applicator. And in fact, I'll just show you, push it all the way down, kind of, so it gets down to the bottom. And then you can pour in water and either purified or it's the one that you get at the store in the jugs, but just so that it's not New Orleans tap water. And just cover it just to where the glitter is barely covered. And then if you put your jar back on, you put the lid back on, 5 to 10 minutes later, come back, stir it up, and your Bolt Balm is as good as new. So that's one way, but I'm going to try this tip we got using the our liquid transformer because they said it gives it even a stronger hold, which makes sense. So I'm gonna try that. Andrea,
I feel like if this was in purple, it might work for like Ursula the Sea Witch or something.
yeah, it's looking pretty, Danielle. You're getting there for sure. That's what you just got to keep going. Oh, distilled water. That's what I was trying to say, Elizabeth. Thank you. Had to do that with mine. Yes, distilled water. That's what I was trying to come up with. Yeah, Danielle, I'm liking it. It looks cool. Excuse me, killer cold. I really like that. Oh, reverse osmosis water. Aha. No. No. No, you don't. If you have reverse osmosis water, maybe go for it. But yeah, just distilled water. That's what I was trying to come up with. An ice switch, Kat says. I really like that on your lips. It's really pretty. You can. It's so funny the different metallic tones that are coming out on your lip with that it's just Blue Bayou and Obsidian, right?
It's really crazy.
Whoa! So I'm using that trick of using the liquid transformer mixed with a dry Bolt Balm, or for this one is our shimmer. Ooh, it is coming on. Wait, which way am I? There we go. Here we go. It's like super intense right now. So I'm like, got a lot more shine, I think, using it like this than just kind of trying to do it this way. I don't know if y'all can tell, but I have to even that out. It looks amazing. Wow, they're not. They right, Danielle. Really mixing with the transformer. Gives it a really pretty shimmer, a really good spread, and now this side's looking a little sad. My husband is a home brewer, so we always have RO water on hand, Andrea says. Ooh, fancy. All right. You know, I don't know much about osmosis, but reverse osmosis, that's beyond me. I feel like Danielle needs like a huge black lashes, like the Chimera ones or something like that. Oh, yeah, I could see that. You do need see, that's why too, I like to sometimes when I'm playing around, you just got to sit back and go, okay, what does my face need? So
that would be amazing.
Don't know if she has any in Phoenix. It's looking really cool right now. It's looking cool.
It could be like a frozen-y witch.
Ice witch. That's what Kat called you.
Ice witch?
Yeah, ice witch. Okay, I'm going to go onto my lips. Oh, do I want to put, actually, I'm going to take a little bit of the silver microfine and I'm going to put it on top of my, ooh. So I just used what was left on my plate. And I had some pure silver microfine and some powdered sugar, that dust basically, and I'm just putting it over my still kind of wet, ooh, look at that shimmer, my still kind of wet rainbow quartz. Y'all can see how silvery and pretty it's coming out. Man, this side is way better than when I used with the liquid transformer. So we'll have to see how this, once again, my avant-garde side, it's never quite as pretty as this gal over here. Ooh, I like that. So if you don't have the liquid transformer, if you have a shimmer, that's another way you can mix, you can adhere microfine onto the skin. Just lay down this one is the rainbow quartz body shimmer, but if you use the fire opal as well, I just laid it down on my cheeks right here and then put the microfine right on top of it. So it'll stick right on, stay on all night, and it'll also, it's tinting, basically tinting that rainbow quartz. Mm-hmm. Can you see me this way? Wait, I'm still never gonna get exactly going. There we go. Here we go. And I'm gonna go for mascara next. And I'm not doing much of a thicker liner or anything like that tonight because I want to look very, very frost maiden. I'm so original and cold and sweet, and I'm locked in a tower, and the ice witch is gonna come get me.
I'm coming for you for sure.
See, I like that we can kind of create our characters. See, Danielle, you didn't even have your Pinterest inspiration
Inspo tonight. That's what happens. It turns into craziness.
It's good craziness, though. You just got to keep working, got to keep doing it. But yeah, that's kind of where you were at a few minutes ago, is where I usually go to my husband and go, why did I start doing this? I look crazy. Why didn't I just do something normal? But keep working.
Yeah, it's definitely very villainy.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of draggy.
Drag villain.
See how it looks with the hair down?
Oh gosh, that'll take it to a new level. You have so much hair. You don't need a wig. That's like
my crazy hair.
Ooh. Danielle, now I'm thinking that blue looks so pretty right there. I'm like, your front streak, I know you've done purple before, but I thought it would look pretty like a pastel blue. By the way, for everyone, since we have so many electrolytes and awesome super fans joining us, y'all been tuning in each week. We appreciate it. We have been working on, since from that suggestion in the during the workshop about doing a holiday look kit. We will be launching that soon. It's a little late for the holidays, but if anyone's interested, let me know. I actually just finished. It'll be our first time doing a full kit that we're, so you'll have all of the colors to do a full look. And then I actually filmed the whole tutorial just for the holiday kit. And so when you buy the kit, or if you want to buy it for a friend or someone who's interested in makeup, but maybe, is a little unsure, or just, would prefer some educational components, I did a whole tutorial. So once you buy the kit, you'll get a QR code, and they'll have a full look that they can follow along, and yeah. So that's going to be our holiday look in the box, and it should be coming out hopefully soon. I hope to give it to the world because I think it's really fun, and especially too, it'll be really fun for like Zoom parties for friends to do. But let us know if you're interested. We should be having it on social media soon. Danielle, Elizabeth says that's
and also
go ahead.
I wonder if people would want to get together for a Zoom party. That might be kind of fun.
For the holiday look or just in general? Oh,
Well,
yeah.
both.
Oh, yeah. Or just, yeah, I see. Oh, yeah. Would y'all want to do that? Our electrolytes and anyone just tuning in, would y'all be interested in all getting on a Zoom call before the holidays and we all do a look together? We don't have to be filmed. It doesn't have to be the Look Club on the Elektra page, but we could just do it and have a little holiday party. That would be fun.
Since see what happens. I'm playing with makeup wipe just to see, like, can I make this look semi-normal? I really like the drag eye thing I have going on.
Yeah. Andrea and Pepper said they would be interested in doing a Zoom party. That would be fun. I'm going to do a slightly different lip this time. Elizabeth says fun idea. So we always use the Elektra Clear Glitter Lip Topper, our mint primer. But just to show you, if you have the pigments at home and you haven't really messed around with lips, I want to show you. This is a dollar store, break my computer with, lip gloss. This is just LA Colors. But anyway, it's just a holographic lip. I just want to show you. It's an iridescent lip gloss. Got a little bit of shimmer in it, and I'm just going to show you. For me, it doesn't have as much as the stick as the our mint glaze, but it's still a nice sticky lip gloss. Denise says, I would be interested. I need more product. Well, Denise, two things. One, we are open. You can always, on Tuesdays and Thursdays, we're open at the headquarters, and or you can call for an appointment. But also, you don't have to use Elektra products to do a look with us. Use what you got at home. Use what you got. But yeah, that's why I'm kind of showing, because I think sometimes using pigments on the eyes, people can kind of get behind. But if you haven't done it on the lips, I wanted to show you what it looks like with just a cheap lip gloss. I'm putting on a lot more than I would of the clear mint glaze because I'm getting it as thick and sticky as possible. And then I'm going to, should I do blue? I'm trying to think if I should do blue lip or gray. I might do both.
I'm voting for gray lip.
Gray for me?
Only because I have blue lip, but I don't know. You could do, gosh, that shimmer looks, wait, so what's all over your cheek? That looks amazing.
So I did rainbow quartz, and then I mixed together what I just had on my plate. I just kind of, whatever I had left over, which ended up being powdered sugar, which we didn't have that wasn't necessarily in what we had, but and I mixed it with this pure silver microfine. Pepper Glitter Pants and Andrea say white lip. Okay, all right, y'all. So let's do let's do white linen, and then I'll put that powdered sugar on my lips. I haven't done that before. So all right. I'm just gonna use my clean hands because I haven't with the white linen. And I'm just going to dab it on top of my lip.
And as you can see, I'm just using like literally one makeup wipe, and wow, I feel like I've cleaned up my look and I don't look so masculine anymore, which is fine. I mean, people can look masculine, but you can always salvage a look with a makeup wipe. I feel like if I want to be less villainous, I could get rid of the crazy brow at the end. Let's see what happens. Let's play.
Oh, I'm going to grab a makeup wipe as well. I'll be right back. So I got a makeup wipe and some Q-tips, and the reason why is I like y'all's suggestion. It's looking pretty of the white linen. I did a white lip, but it's not giving as much coverage as I want. And for some reason, there's still a ton on my fingers. So I don't know if it's, I got a Q-tip to try that to see if I could get better product off of a Q-tip than my fingers. Or it might just be this lip gloss because I haven't really tested this with pigments before. But let's
I'm wondering if you were to pre-mix it like on the plate, if that might help.
Let's see. And this does have a pink tint to it, but it's very light. So okay, I'm gonna add just a little bit of white linen. Whoop, a lot bit. Whoopsie, opened it too much. And I'm just dabbing this. Why do you see dabbing? You're tapping it on a plate. And now I'm gonna kind of mix it with this lip gloss. Let's see. I have used this pink lip gloss to put our microfines on top of it. So let's see if that helps. Oh, yeah, I think that's right, Danielle. I think that helped. Got a little better. Hello. Okay, I was doing good, and then I got some.
Ooh, I like it though. It's very like 70s, very like, I don't know.
Thanks. Well, I got my. These are very 70s.
Like you're. Yeah.
I'm ready to disco. 70s. I'm ready to disco, yeah. Baby. Okay. I'm also. I think since I try a little bit. Oh, I got a Q-tip part on my. I was like, y'all don't need our lip gloss. Let me show you. You can use this dollar store lip gloss, and I'm having all these issues with it. But that's why you test it. I think I got a little bit of my Q-tip on my lip. But I'm gonna try that since I have that powdered sugar out, that really coarse, really pretty dusting I did all over my eyes. I'm gonna try to put it on my lips and see what happens. Has anybody worn powdered sugar on their lips? I have not.
When I eat beignets.
Good one. Didn't you you had some just like a week ago?
Oh, they were so good. Yes, I love beignets. I've actually had 2 weekends in a row of beignets, which is
wow. That's because you're entertaining people. You have friends. Gotta get the beignets. All right. I don't know if y'all can. It's so funny when you use this powdered sugar. It just like coarse. It kind of like, if you open it, you just see it kind of flying because it's so light. It's not, it looks like glitter, but it's not glitter. It's it's
So
so
shimmery.
shimmery, and since it's a mineral, it just kind of like, you can kind of see it like it's dust almost because of its consistency so light. It's not like a, it's very interesting. This is one, powdered sugar is one that took me a second. Oh, I can see it now. Took me a second to kind of learn how to use it. And now I'm finding all these new ways. That's kind of what Elizabeth and I were talking about how to use it. And I'm like, ooh, okay. Ooh, now I'm really, really frosted. Y'all like my white lip? Mm-hmm. I think I'm almost done. Do I need anything else, anybody? Maybe I'll do a little more highlighter.
All right. Now that I've played around, I'm going to come back in with a little white linen, touch up around the areas that I took off with the baby wipe.
That's also what I'm doing, some dry white linen anywhere where I kind of look pink. Yeah, I do feel like my brows are a little normal for my whole face kind of being. I might actually, so Kat, if you're still on here, I think you were saying to use the gel liner to mix with a pigment to color your brows, I think. Let's see. I'm gonna try it. I don't know if the gray will show up. Might.
I would think it would show up for the brows. I think it would be good for brows.
Right, I'm gonna try it. This is Spanish moss. So I love the Spanish moss. Dry is like a really pretty dark gray, and with the liquid transformer, it's a really pretty silver. Okay. Mm-hmm. So what you doing now, Danielle? You coming in with more white linen, or?
I'm actually using with my finger a little of the. I unfortunately in Arizona am limited on what I can bring, and I only have fire opal, so I'm just using a little fire opal to kind of come in. But I do have some opal unicorn that I'm gonna layer over it.
Oh, fun. Pretty. Ooh, yeah. This is definitely turning gray. My brows.
Let's see if, ooh, yeah.
And I'm mixing with our gel transformer, which we actually, if you're interested in, you can just email us or message us on any social media, because we don't actually have it on sale on our website yet, but we have it at our headquarters. This is what Kat's saying. Yes, it works out really well to fill out between the lines of the brow. Hold the pigment in place and it kind of floats on the surface. It's very defined. Well, I am picking up what you're putting down, Kat. Look how fast I did that, and I'm not, looks pretty good. I'm really kind of just, ooh, it does feel really nice. I see what you mean. So I don't have a great in between. I can cover my brows with glue, and I can draw new eyebrows, or I can kind of just put powder and just color my brows. But I don't have a good in between, and this is awesome. Thank you, Kat. I love that. Thank you, our electrolytes that teach us stuff. I'm like, thank you. How do you use our product? Great, awesome. But that's the point of this, really, because there's a million ways to use I can't
There's
remember.
no wrong way to use stuff unless you're putting bolt gum on your eye. That's wrong.
That's wrong. That's dangerous. Oh, I really like this. Wow. Yeah, I see what you mean. It definitely like the gel kind of works in your little nooks and crannies of your eyebrow hairs. That sounds really disgusting, but I can feel it, and then it kind of creates a little bit of a seal. Ooh, I do really like it, Kat. And I do color my brows a good bit when I'm doing kind of a character, like it's like what basically Danielle is doing, or even right now, my whole face is covered in a kind of white powder. So I feel like my human brown eyebrows seemed they're just, to me, if you look over here, just standing out, it looks a little normal compared to everything else I got going on. Pat says, I like it better. The viscosity works better on the eyebrow over the liquid. Yeah, absolutely. No crunchy brows. I know, I love the feel of it. Once it dries, I'll have to play with it even more. Pepper says, you need my blue wig. I always could use another blue wig. I'm wondering which one you mean. I have a good blue wig too. Actually, see, mine's more teal. I think this Bywater blue mine's a little more teal. I'm trying to remember which blue one you mean. Peppa. Oops. Oh my gosh, I'm saying blue, and so then I poured out Bywater blue instead of Spanish moss. Oh well. Okay. Actually, then, you know what? I might steal with that leftover, since I had so much what should I call it? Success with my leftover stuff on my plate. I might use that Bywater blue, Danielle, and do a little bit of that kind of how you did the contour around your crown of your head. I really like that. No crunchy brows is funny. Okay. Doing my Spanish moss with the gel transformer for my non-crunchy brows. Gosh, that's fast, and it covers it really well. Kind of thought the gray might not be enough of a difference for you to notice it, but it's kind of coming out silver. See, and now I look like my ice princess that I meant to be, and not just a regular old girl with brown eyebrows. Oh, I really do like this, Kat. Thanks for that suggestion.
And I'm like a draggy villainess now that I cleaned up all of that weird contouring that I decided to go on the tangent. I kind of like this eye shape. It's kind of interesting. It definitely looks evil-ish.
Yeah, I agree. I think if you had I mean, you don't have it right now, but a big lashes would definitely bring it together.
I wish I had big lashes. I only have like regular lashes. But it would be super cool.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Kat, for that suggestion. I love what's happening with my brows. I'm glad I went gray. And I'm glad y'all told me to do my white lips. It's cool. All right. I'm going to do
I feel like I'm just going to keep playing if we...
We'll have to come to an end. Well, we are taking a really long time. It's 9:40. Thank y'all for sticking with us. We're excited to see Elizabeth already did her look, basically this kind of colored scheme. She did this weekend. She had a tour, so she did kind of a holiday look, and she did a Frozen look. So if anyone else, if you are not in our Lewk Club Facebook group, it's private. You can request to be in it, and then we would love for you to post any looks that you get inspired this weekend. If you don't want to post it on Facebook or Instagram, you can post it in that private group, and we'll all be excited and yeah.
And if anyone has any suggestions for something that we should do next week, any inspos, I'm trying to think. I mean, it's not quite holiday, but we're getting closer and closer.
Yeah, so we did our kind of holiday Elizabeth said she'll post in the group with her Pinterest inspiration. And Denise says, Danielle, it looks like the beginning of a Mardi Gras mask, your eyes. Yeah, she actually, Denise, I don't know if you're in her earlier, she actually had like some lines that were going down. She was like, ooh, what if I went across and just did a mask? But yeah, it definitely has those bold shapes. Winter solstice inspiration. Ooh, that's Kat's idea.
Ooh, I like that.
Ooh.
That could be fun.
Yeah. And if anyone wants to, so we'll look at doing a Zoom kind of play date with everybody. But if you are also interested on doing a look with us one night, let us know. Andrea says, and I have an idea for doing silver screen queens for New Year's, like black and white movie actresses. Ooh, do you mean, Andrea, doing like the black and white makeup? Because I love when I see people do that. But I have never attempted it myself. Although I'm pretty white right now. I kind of turned myself silvery white for my Ice Princess look. I do like, yeah, maybe the week before the week of New Year's we could do. Yes, so Andrea says black and white, like silver screen queens. That would be neat, Denise says. That is a good idea. Okay, so I don't know. I think I'm reaching my end, and all my plates are clear.
Yeah, I'm pretty much where I need to be. Lips are done, eyes are done, little blue-ish blush.
Yes. So I know earlier Rachel said there was like Danielle was the more costume frozen, and I was the more wearable. But now I've kind of now gone off I mean, I'm still wearable, I guess, but I think people would look at me in the grocery store for sure. My frozen princess. Kat says, I love playing with grayscale makeup. Oh, well, you've done it, Kat. See, I feel like I wonder if you would need, kind of like when Danielle uses her kind of matte under, I wonder if you would kind of need to use matte first before putting the pigments over it. I don't know.
So what kind of mascara are you using, Katie? That looks really good.
Me? Oh, thank you. It's very old. And remember, I have to go you need matte to do grayscale. I could see that. I could see it would be really pretty to add in some of these highlighters and everything after, but I think you would need matte to kind of start. Otherwise, I could see that being difficult. This is Clinique High Impact Mascara. It's the only mascara I like. And I don't even like it that much. I've tried 8,000 mascaras in my life, and this is the one I like the most. It's a little dried out right now, but this is one I always get. High Impact Clinique. Anyone else have a great mascara they like? Because I want to know that before we head out. Like Danielle, the one you're using, I'll use it when I do drag and performance stuff, and it's good to blend with lashes, but I don't like it as my day-to-day mascara.
I love this mascara. It's my favorite.
Yeah, that's a favorite. If anyone else, before we head out, give us some of your mascara suggestions. Much appreciated. And just a couple of other things. Just thank y'all so much for tuning in. This was fun.
Thank you for following me on my weird journey tonight. Sorry I was so quiet, but it's been a long day.
Thank you for following us into the frozen abyss. Yeah, so we'll see y'all next Tuesday. If you have a friend, like I said, if you aren't in that Facebook group, ask to join. It is the Lewk Club powered by Elektra Cosmetics. And if you have a friend that you think would like to watch this, send them, let them know we do this on Tuesdays at 8 o'clock, or also invite them to the group. And yeah, that would be fun if we could all get together and do a little Zoom holiday party. Real quick, Danielle, we've got some good suggestions.
I'll bring the eggnog.
Bring the eggnog. No, actually, Elizabeth's going to bring the eggnog because she makes her own.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
Andrea.
Is eggnog keto? No, because it has sugar in it, right?
It's like all sugar. I mean, I'm sure you could get a keto version, but Andrea says she uses Urban Decay Perversion, And Lancome Monsieur. I've heard that Lancome is good. Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. I have used that. I used that one for a while. I like the length on that, but I feel like I didn't like the volume as much. Kat says IT Cosmetics Superhero. I don't know if I don't know if I know
IT
that.
Cosmetics. I just picked up, let's see. Remember how I went to Ulta and spent way too much money? What did I get? What did I get?
So this is the crown I was saying. Wouldn't Danielle look so good in this crown with her ice print or her ice villain? Okay, is what Kat's saying is the. This doesn't go with my vibe, but I can't hand it to Danielle. So this is my birthday present, y'all. This cool metal crown. My husband's trying to figure out how to sew into my leather crown.
So cool.
Thank you.
Yeah, I can't find the mascara I just bought. I mean, I'll find it. It's just in a suitcase over there.
Okay, Danielle, don't forget to take pictures.
I won't.
Your fire opal looks good. You can't really. Oh, because did you put opal unicorn on top?
Mm-hmm.
Can you lean in a little bit?
Unicorn on top.
Oh yeah, pretty. That looks good. So that's interesting. You can see the gold kind of popping through underneath, but it doesn't. Putting the opal unicorn kind of tones it back to that kind of cooler.
And there's also, like, in this area, there's also a lot of the white linen. You know, I put white linen in that. So it's just kind of like a super, super duper highlight.
Yeah, and then it kind of keeps it silvery. Well, nice. All right, y'all. Thanks again, and
thanks for watching, everyone.
Suggestion.
And yeah, let's do a little holiday party. Maybe comment what date you could do it. Next week, following week, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, I'll post in the group. Good night, Pepper. I'll post in the group some options maybe, and we can do a little poll.
Good night, everyone. Thanks so much for watching.
Good night. Get frozen, y'all. I want to see your looks this week. I would love to see what y'all get inspired by and a wearable or even more extreme version. Bye.
Bye-bye.